We are a proud Pierre Gasly household in here. This is the Pierre Gasly 2020 Scuderia AlphaTauri AT01 car, the Austrian GP version. And yes, this is a awesome car that I picked up over at Replicars. Couple cool things to note about this car. I was going to say this is a cool diecast, but this actually is not diecast. I was actually emailing Replicars. I actually email Replicars because I was looking at some of the Minichamps models, and I'm like, all right, why are some of these cars $85, such as like the Red Bulls and the the Mercedes and all that. I'm like, why are these $85? And, the Pierre Gasly and the George Russell, which sold out apparently. So the George Russell sold out like faster than a hot lap around Iowa Speedway. I mean, that thing sold quickly. And he said, well, the reason why some of the cars are $85 is because normally, Minichamps makes diecast metal cars. These things are resin, and fun fact, it's made by Spark for Minichamps. Actually, the email to pull that for proof there. But technically, Spark did make the resin models for Minichamps, but it's badged as Minichamps. It's got the Minichamps packaging. As you can see right here, it's got the clear encased packaging with the rear of the packaging here, made by Paul's Model Art here, and this is made by Minichamps over in Denmark. This is badged as Minichamps, rather, excuse me. Spark did quote unquote make these, as you could probably tell here. It's a let's see, resin. Yes, it's resin 143rd. I wonder if the Gasly one doesn't say resin metal. Let's say resin here. No, because let's pull up the 2010 2010. Excuse me. Oh my God, I'm reviewing too many old NASCARs. The 2019 Gasly, you don't see resin anywhere, but clearly this says resin 143rd. So that's another little stupid fun fact there for you. Oh, metal 143rd. There we go. That's metal. That's resin. So you might want to pay attention to some of this packaging here to see exactly which model you're getting, because resin is indeed a much more expensive form of casting and much more expensive to mold and all that. So yeah, this was metal here, this Gasly 2019, and this is resin. So if you're looking at the price increases, or if you see a price difference on Minichamps models, there's your answer. Boom, solved right there for you. But anyways, it's got Scuderia AlphaTauri AT01 Pierre Gasly Austrian GP 2020. It's got the generic Minichamps branding instead of, we had the Red Bull branding for this one. This one just has the Minichamps branding onto it. And this does not have the full effect of the 360 casing like the Spark models do, per se, even though this was technically made by Spark. Let's get this thing opened up here, and here is the model itself. Let's put the clear plastic casing in the background here so we don't affect anything here. Here is the car itself. Absolutely beautiful looking race car. Here's a full out look here from the front of the car view. Absolutely incredible. This thing right here is just state of the art. You cannot go wrong with a resin model made by Spark, even though I just spoiled the beans for you. This is technically Spark badges Minichamps. We got Scuderia AlphaTauri, body and mind. We race as one, except for when we race in Saudi Arabia and we hire Mazepin. Let's see here. We got Scuderia AlphaTauri. You got Honda, My World, Moose, Pirelli, Edifice, Casio. Let's see, 10 for Pierre Gasly's number. There is a different helmet. Is a helmet difference in here. There is the yellow tape to help you identify the cars. And Pierre Gasly's helmet, like I said before, is indeed different than the Barcelona test. Let's see here. We got the AlphaTauri logos. You got the hard compound tires. Fits body and mind. You got Gasly. You got My World, AlphaTauri, Scuderia AlphaTauri logo. Got Honda Hybrid. Got number 10. You got the Pirelli P0 tires, AlphaTauri logo on the rear wing again. And let's look at the rear of the car here. The rear of the car is always just awesome. They always put so many cool looking details here. I mean, look, they even put the the rear hazard lights back there. That's pretty cool. And the packaging here, like I will say before, I used to get Minichamps crap for their packaging, you know, because I wasn't too big of a fan of it, but I like the art of them. I like the art and the presentation. If you want to go for more of these Spark models, where, you know, Spark has like the full 360 view, you don't have to take a car out of the packaging whatsoever, then Spark is the way to go for you. But these cars, man, they're really just incredibly awesome. I really do like the Resin model version. I prefer Resin, that's just me. It's more detailed, but, you know, for the naked eye, I will be brutally honest with you. This is something me and Mark from Replicars agreed on. You know, from the naked eye, you couldn't tell the difference. Well, let's see here. You couldn't really tell the difference quality-wise between these two right here. You couldn't tell by the naked eye. Because Minichamps just makes absolutely incredible models, and so does Spark. You know, this is like I said before, it's technically Spark made from Minichamps. But as far as, I just prefer Resin because I like the attention to the absolute finest details. I like the finest quality product for myself, and that's why I prefer Resin. I can tell that this clear difference. I could tell the slightest differences. For the naked eye, you couldn't tell the slightest differences, but for a guy like me who pays attention to those minor differences that you do not see with the naked eye, this is the kind of models I prefer. But I would say this is not a downgrade by any stretch of the definition. These are incredible. But you got right here the 2020 version, and they just did an absolute fine job with this car. One thing I will note with this particular model here, as we'll go more in detail here, is I'll probably take this thing out once again. I put the case over it just for maneuvering purposes. Let's put it back here once again. One of the differences here with the Barcelona test versus the Austrian GP model is, first of all, the tire differences, compound differences are different, and it's a matte finish on the Barcelona test. Sorry about that, but this is more metallic on this car. That's more metallic. You got the tape here for the car identification. Got Pierre Gasly's helmet is different, and there's a little thicker text on the Honda Hybrid. So, very stupid subtle differences between the Austrian GP version and the Barcelona test version. But as a Pierre Gasly fan myself, I try to collect as many of his models as I can possible. So that pretty much answers the question for you as to why I purchased this car. And do I regret it? Oh, hell no. This is an absolute beauty. And to my friend Colin, who wants to purchase this car, you know, I would personally recommend it to him. Even though we are waiting for the motherload to come in. We're all waiting for the motherload. And the motherload is in the version of the Italian Grand Prix winner. And they're making a Minichamps by Spark. It's a Resin 143rd by Minichamps. And Spark themselves is making a 143rd version itself as well. So with this video here, if you're like thinking, oh, should I buy the Minichamps or should I buy the Spark version? The only difference between the Italian GP winner and Spark or Minichamps version is just going to be the packaging. So it is up to you which one you want to purchase. To me, I think you ought to go with the Spark version because you're going to save yourself about maybe 40 or so American dollars. So that's the personal recommendation I have there for you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was somewhat informative. I probably just spew the same crap you've probably been hearing the last couple years if you are an expert with these Minichamps models. But if you learned something new today, I greatly appreciate it. Comment, like, and subscribe. This is Race Day 12 reminding you to try to fight to stop bullying. It does get better. Diecast Kid is always happy to see you.